going on, everybody? Jeremy back again with Remy Q Studios. And guess what? Still not my studio. This lighting is
terrible. It's terrible.
What is up with this? Yeah, hit that thing up. Why would you put it full blast? Take it down a little bit. There you go. Somehow we have a studio assistant now. Can you fix that one? Just turn it a little bit and see if that helps. It doesn't. Oh my God.
Are we excited today? We have got an awesome show for you today. And puppy, they're not going to stay for the whole thing. They're cute. Oh my God, they're so cute. Oh my God, they're so cute. You should get one.
Couple weeks, and
they're so sweet. They
puppies
follow you.
Will be ready
you call
for,
them and they come to you. That's what she said. Oh crap! There's a child. You're a child.
Oh.
He's got it. He's got it.
Don't smirk at me about that. If you fall, I'm serious. Like, I'm not gonna be able to deal with it.
Here we are. I have faith in him. All right, y'all. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Let's crush all the books. Heroes Con.
Woo!
2025. We made it. I wasn't 100% sure if we were going to make it.
No.
I mean, I knew we would make it. But I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to make it. We stayed at the Westin.
That place.
I know, you're never a fan, but really, it is
the easiest.
It is the easiest. It is the best. When it comes to actually getting to the con, just ease of access for who's there.
Can we just talk about the fact that they don't have my French toast? The whole reason staying at the Westin.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's it. It was so good. Freaky Louie.
Are you sure Austin that's LeMay.
It? We got Christina. We got Entropy.
Yeah, so we
Southern Comic Geek. Seeing everybody there. Yeah. Woo!
We stayed at the Westin. It was awesome. The con itself was amazing. Kind of check out this shirt. Hold on.
Ooh, it feels like it glows.
I mean, is this not...
Check out my shirt.
That's the only disappointing thing. I didn't have this shirt ready. It says Summer Nights at the bottom. This is 80s as fuck. I'm sorry.
80s AF. That's what they say now.
I'm sorry, but that is... I don't know if it gets any better than that. Yeah, great time hanging out with everybody. Obviously, there was a lot of new folks that we got to meet. There were some folks that aren't necessarily new that we wouldn't know, but that we haven't gotten to meet before. E-Man was there.
Yep.
Lady F was there.
Cool people.
Christina was there. There was a lot of folks that were there that we hadn't gotten a chance to meet up with. And then there were a lot of folks that we obviously were expecting to be there. That was there.
Was Christina the
Rob
sexy
was
one?
there.
Yes, she was. Anyways. Sorry.
Couple wild cards. I told you the 3 disappointments that I had. No Chip.
Yeah.
No CJ. No Freaky Louie.
And no Pocan Joe.
And no Pokam Joe.
And
then Freaky Louie showed up.
Woo!
Mother effing
Freaky
Louie. That was a game changer there. I gave up on my foot after day one. And we went back down to the floor.
Yeah.
We were
about to take a nap. We were undressed and everything. And then I was like,
see Louie.
I was like, let's go right now. We're leaving right now.
Tyler posted a picture of him and Louie, and I was like, wait a minute, is this real? And he's like, yeah, he's here. Instantly, we had to go see him.
Yeah,
there was not going to be a world where I'm not going to go see Mr. Freaky Louie. I love you, Louie. You're one of my favorites. I'm serious when I say the.
Pickles. I have a damn story about that.
I'm serious when I say that for those 4 people not to be there, it was a disappointment, and for him to show up, me not know it. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know if other people expected it. I didn't expect him to be there. That was phenomenal. I love Louie. I absolutely love Louie. So I was really excited about that. We got to hang out with the Illuminati on Thursday. We had our normal our Thursday hideout dinner, which was a lot of fun. Friday was the big get together, which
Thanks.
I didn't even know that I didn't know who was going to what. Didn't know anything until that
cool. We
day.
got some cool stuff to say.
But you know that was definitely a lot of fun to get to hang out with them.
No! The flight home, this girl sitting in my room pulled out the ingredients to make a sandwich, including damn pickles.
Oh yeah, pickles. That
disgusting.
Just infect everything. How are you gonna pull out pickles on a flight? Oh my God. Golly.
I love a pickle. That's what she said. I can say that because the assistant's not here.
We picked up a lot of stuff.
We
picked up a lot of stuff.
Was that? Is there a cat down here?
Yeah, there's a cat down here.
That was so scary.
We picked up a lot of stuff. I did have 2 things arrive while we were gone. Should I open those first, or should we get through the Heroes Con?
Let's open that first. I don't know what they are.
You want to open that first?
Yeah, I don't know what they are. So I don't know.
One is a book.
Well, I mean, I know it's a book. It's got a dead bug on it.
One is a book.
Which means they threw it on the porch. Oh. Your underwear.
And the other was a package.
Come on, a stam, bitches.
Oh, it's tools.
Oh, because it's Father's Day.
Is that what this was?
Probably.
Was this like a Father's Day edition?
Probably. Let me see. I want to read it. Oh, it's attached. Welcome to Valhalla. We've read that before. They don't have the thing like they used to anymore.
Yeah.
What a bunch of suckers.
Oh, it says right here. The righty tighty. When you're angry, every tool in the shed is a hammer. Stay weird and nail it.
Stay weird and nail it. Lady Fantastic! The other sexy one. All the ladies are so sexy.
So this is my... That came in while we were at the con. And then this book came in.
But is it a left-handed hammer?
Now, yes. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
That's not even, is that a thing?
Now, this book was recommended to me by...
Recommended?
This was...
Is that with an R-E-K-L-E?
Recommended to me by a Mr. DJ Lynx.
It sounded like you said Reckle, like Ecclehart.
So, DJ's been talking about this series called Gunhoney.
Oh, yeah, you had mentioned that at the con.
And he had sent me a
DJ Lou.
really nice variant book. I've got it right over there. And they have a new series, or I don't know, what, a new story arc that they're working on. And so I told DJ, I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And he's like, it has to do with spies and sexy women. And
I got a Bill S. Gunhoney with virgin cover.
And you are crowding me. Thank you.
Sorry, I like you. Whatever.
And so I was like,
I don't have a thingy.
I was like, Gunhoney, I'll pick it up. But if I'm gonna pick up a book, I'm gonna get a cover that I'm gonna enjoy.
Does it have stickers in the right place?
Oh, this is an art book right here. This is an art
I feel
book.
like it is Smut Thursday.
All right. What's up, Drac? How you doing? So this
Drac.
is a Gunhoney variant. It is an art book of sorts. So I will showcase the art on the cover. Again, it arrived while we were at Heroes.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Or I would have brought it with. I thought I dropped that knife right on my leg. I thought I dropped that on my leg. No joke. If you rewind that, that's me getting stabbed in the leg. That's my stab in the leg fucking fate. Like, that's my stabbed in the leg face.
Thick Thursday.
That's nice.
That's what?
That's nice.
You can't show that, though.
Why not?
Because you got to put stickers on it.
I'll have to put stickers on it. This is Gunhoney, whatever the new story arc is. And we can appreciate artwork.
Not like
I'd
that.
like to showcase the cover art. There's nothing too inappropriate. Gunhoney. I feel like that's going to be a story that I need to that I can really get into. So far, I'm very impressed with the.
Who doesn't love a redhead, even if they don't have a soul?
Even they don't. So, should we talk about my obsession with gingers?
I think we have. Everybody knows your obsession with gingers. Your old gingers.
Old gingers. I can't explain it. I don't know why.
Very tasteful, but that may have rust. That may rust a bear.
I feel like that should be a hashtag Rusty Barrel. Yeah.
Hey, nerd. Hey, nerds. I don't think we hadn't met Taylor either. Had we?
Yeah, C2E2.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. Taylor Winder's OG, brother.
Oh my God, that was
OG.
so long ago. It feels like.
Anyway, so that came in while we were at C2E2.
My most favorite con of all time.
C2E2?
Mm-hmm.
Not C2E2. That came in while we were at Heroes.
No, that's my favorite con, though.
What? C2E2? Really?
I don't think anything can top that.
No, I think the experience of meeting everybody for the first time.
That's what I'm saying.
Was there, but from a con perspective, Heroes is definitely better. I don't care what you say. Shout out to Comic Vet. He gave this to this. I got this from the vet at C2E2, and I still use it. All right, so books wise, where should we start with books?
Do you have my thing that I had that thing on the thing?
I've got everything.
Even the thing?
Yep. Awesome. It's in that red bag right there.
Ah, yeah.
So you'll need to grab that at some point. And there's some books in there. In fact, why don't you grab that bag real quick?
No, we'll do that last.
No, but there's books in there I'd like to grab.
We'll do those last. Hi, Chihuahua. Parrot babe. Take me away.
Heat Seeker. That's right. Oh. That's right. What's up, Dale? He says squirt gun. All right. Oh, see, we got slabs in here. All right, so let me start with. Let me start with this. So we stopped by the what was it? Xenoscope. Xenoscope. We stopped by there. Got a couple books.
Oh, I forgot about that thing. We got that thing.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Oh my God, that thing.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that thing. I said that we had an unboxing
today.
Yeah, in the description.
Oh, but you didn't mention it on the show.
No.
How am I supposed to know? I don't read that crap.
Okay, so these are some of your Xenoscope books.
Which, by the way, thanks to E-Man, I haven't read it, but when we went on that show of like, wasn't that when we went on that show like the new comics to check out? Is that where I got the Van Helsing? Was that on your show? I can't remember because I don't remember things.
I don't know.
I have an old female brain. So like Van Helsing, and there was a London one, and then this is the new kind of thing. Hey Kenneth. The Fall of Oz, Emerald City. You were talking about art. That's art right there. That's art right there. That's a little, but whatever. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and that was a series that you hadn't gotten a chance to get into yet.
Well, because I started reading one, and then I had no comic shops that were able to get it, so I stopped.
Trying to put this where
it won't be damaged.
Yeah, or it won't be damaged. And so we picked that up.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
They gave us this, which it's from last year. Yeah, I'm gonna open it. From last year, but it has.
It's from this year. It's 2025.
It's a 2024. That's
what
he
I
said.
thought he said it was a 2025.
No, he's like he said that they gave this to us. It's a giant calendar, but it's got all of the characters in it.
Is that a bee? It is a bee.
And it was one of those. He was like,
"She's just giving you some honey, y'all.
Minimum, yeah. You'll enjoy the artwork."
Again, the artwork.
So behind
Nut Heroes,
each month, they have the character.
Yep.
The large print.
Flirty Pebbles. That's hilarious. Would that be considered copyright?
And so
would somebody get in trouble for that?
So I was excited to get this. No. It was free.
Pretzels, Charms. Oh, the ass tattoo. Now you know she's serious.
Magically delicious. So I was excited to pick this one up. I was excited to pick this one up. And again, they gave it to us, so I was like, "Hey, yeah." He's like, "Hey, do you want a calendar?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want a calendar." And he said, "Oh, it's last year, but it still has all the big printouts on the back of each one." And I was like, "I will take that." So that was kind of cool. Then we bought one of these. This is a mystery envelope. I don't remember how much this was.
Timu cereals, that's funny.
It's got 2, 4, 8, 16 possible covers.
And some of them are Z-rated, which means they're naughty.
5 of them, yeah, but even the ones that aren't are still pretty naughty. So I got this one. Collectibles limited to 200 or less. Let's see what we got. I will show you before I see it.
Unless it's the other way. Oh, Snow White. Oh.
Oh my god, we got one of the Z-rated. Did you pick it out? I think you picked it out.
Alistair picked it out.
Alistair picked it out. Way to go, buddy! Yeah, look at this. Awesome artwork. So these were the possibilities. And we got this one right there. Hey, he did a good job. But there was like 6 of them there. I was like, you pick one out. You didn't want to pick it. He picked it out. He did a good job. Good job, buddy. That's a good one.
I like the lighting. The artwork's a little weird.
Snow White, limited to 100.
Ooh.
Collectible cover.
Good. Maybe when you die, I'll sell it.
John Royal.
The abs are weird. I came in at the right time.
So we picked that one up. Hey, this is the thing. There was a couple adult tables. This was the only one that, well, we stopped at the other one, but they weren't there. They weren't there.
You would have bought
that was from Goblin Comics, because I've gotten stuff from them online before.
You would have bought them.
And the guy was like, well, if you've got a cash deal, I can help you, but they're not here right now. I was like, nah. We'll come back, and we did not come back. Do you want to show some of the dollar books that you picked up for this character? What's up, Roscoe?
They were 50 cents.
Oh, yeah, these were 50-cent books.
Gambit and the External. Well, I guess it's Gambit External, not Gambit and. I didn't show that very. It's a series. It's missing some peoples. But, yeah, as you know, Gambit's not, like, a big cover guy. I mean, he's on covers, but he doesn't really have too many of his own series. And can I just say, because he's in G, he's all the way in the back and I'm short. Is this the same one? I feel like that's the same one. Oh, I did get 2 that were the same, and this is also the same. Because I just buy Gambit. I don't even care.
You asked for Gambit.
That's not true, Seth 11. This girl is gorgeous.
You asked for Gambit a few times,
and they were like, "What?"
There wasn't a lot. Well, Gambit
that's what I'm saying. He's
Gambit as an individual character doesn't have a lot that you can pick from.
I know,
and you already have this solo issue in gold and black and freaking slabbed.
Thank you, Pocancho.
I
do not shit on those girls. It's just we're all laughing together, isn't it what they say?
I picked up
what? I didn't see that one. That's kind of hilarious.
Now, let me get this.
Bye, Roscoe. Phil's Trios! Hey, Phil! Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That. This. And this. So, we did receive an AOK from Mr. Nick's Kicks and Comics.
Ayo!
This was a book that he had actually brought for the Illuminati. That's signed by Miko.
I didn't see that one.
This is something that we had finagled during a live stream. and he had held on. He got one for everyone, and had held on to this. He also dropped off Nemesis, which, by the way, I did start in this.
Pretty good.
Yeah, really good. Really good. I was into it before I had gotten it. In fact, I have the first issue of that I got last year at Heroes Con. I want to say it was like an $11 book that I got in a dollar bin.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to snag it. But this was it's a different series, but it came out after Kick-Ass, which I love Kick-Ass, so I had to get that. He also
Is it by the same
dropped
guy?
off Big Game.
Is it by the same guy?
Yes.
The chick looks like Gambit.
And then this is amazing here. Thor 319.
What? That's a big boy book.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And yeah, and I hated it because this was you had told me you were like, oh, Nick dropped off these books. And I was like, it didn't even register because we had our comic stack there. And then it was like 2 days later, it was like, Nick, by the way, I'm so sorry. Thank you for dropping off those books.
I know.
It didn't even register that they were there. But very cool. And like I said, right now I started with
I was
Nemesis.
like, Nick got you an AOK. And Nick this.
And
then Nick goes,
this has been amazing.
Nick's
so
like,
far.
I got you an AOK. And Jeremy's like, really? And I'm like,
it just didn't. I don't know what I had vacation brain. I was on vacation. Gosh, this is awesome though.
You may hate his name, but you'll never forget him.
That is so cool.
Zaniac Gray's blood.
Very cool. So we picked those up.
Mm-hmm.
Which was awesome, and that was the first slab that we had picked up. Or I guess we didn't pick it up, but that we had.
Oh, I didn't. I meant to bring the picture. You don't have the picture, do you?
I've got the picture. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got all your stuff. What? Oh, these are things that the boys picked up
For free.
I don't even know what this thing is.
Derelict? Derelict?
I don't know. They said they got these free. They were like walking around.
And then he got a remark from somebody.
People were giving
a signature. Oh, did he say? Oh no, that was
books and
stickers. We
this
should go
book
to this.
here. Really lame cartoon puns for engineers.
The geekery. Get to the geekery.
Plum Bob.
Saturday, November. I am terrible.
Bearings.
It's puns.
So somebody gave that to him. I do want to real quick.
Honey, you gotta move that off the thing.
Gotta move what?
That off the thing.
Off of what thing?
Where it's at.
Why?
Because I think it's not safe. Here, I'll put it over here.
I meant to send this because we had a lot of pictures of folks, but this was Mr. Alistair wearing Roscoe's freaking big ass big boy chain, and this was him like posing with it. It was hilarious because he was like, "Can I wear that?" And Roscoe's like, "Nobody's ever worn this but me."
And then he's like, "Here."
And then he put it on. And of course, it's huge. But yeah, it was awesome, and he was super excited about that.
Yes, he was very excited.
Now some of the
and then Roscoe's like, should we get one for your, like, should we have one made for your dad? He's like, no, I want this one. Here. I want the one with your
yeah, he wants the one with the Roscoe logo on it,
and not ours. Miss Sexy Lady gave this to me. Lady Fantastic. Oh, thank you, Phil.
Then these I picked up in a dollar bin.
Hold on. What is it? Oh, yeah. Is that right? You have to say it because I can't say it.
No, it's funnier when you say it. Too bad CJ's not here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So these I found in a dollar bin, and I was upset because there were only 3 out of the 4. And I told DJ about it. He's like, "You're missing issue 3, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah." But I picked this up, which I don't have. I picked this up, which I don't have. And they're really good copies, too. I mean, for $1 book. I mean, yeah. they look pristine, seriously. And then this, which I have slabbed and signed by George Perez, but I never had the raw copy. And when I saw 1 and 2, and then 4, I was like, all right, well, now I got to get it. And then I couldn't find 3. 3 I couldn't get. The only damn one out of the set that I couldn't get. But I picked up all 3 of these. Regardless of, I mean, these say $5, $2.
Is 3 like?
And this is $7, but these were all dollar books.
Is 3 Beast Boy, or is it Robin?
What?
Is 3 like Robin or?
3 was
or Beast Boy.
Changeling, yeah.
Oh.
But
crack an egg on it.
They didn't have it. Nobody had it. I couldn't find it. But I had to pick those up. That was a must.
Logan is not a fan of comic heroes, but he actually does.
He likes The Walking Dead
and the Teen Titans. He used to like Teen Titans.
And Teen Titans, yeah. So
don't push your children out before me.
We tried to find him the compendium number 2. We found it day 1, said, hey, why don't we try to sneak it out day 3?
It was gone.
It was a mistake.
Is that what happened?
Last year, we were able to pick up a lot of cool stuff.
The last day.
On the cheap, the last day.
Because they don't want to bring that crap home.
This year, not so much. This year, it didn't play out. It definitely was something that we should have picked up a few things day 2.
I know. I'm really upset about that statue.
Yeah, Angel really wanted to give me the statue.
There was a silver
statue. I was going to get it. I know.
And you let me talk. You talked me out of it.
I was like, nah, we'll come back tomorrow. And then it was there. And then the last day it wasn't there. That's my fault.
It's my fault. I should have just snuck in there and bought it.
Yeah. So the Thor statue that I have from Silver Surfer number 4, they had the Silver Surfer statue. They actually had both. And day 1, somebody bought Thor, which I was amazed about because Thor's the one that usually you can get. Surfer's the harder one to find.
No, it's not hard. It's just
I haven't been able to find it. I found one before. I think it had it was coming from Canada or England or something. That had some of the fingers were broken, or maybe they re-glued them. I was like, all right, I'll pick that up. But
on Amazon,
I couldn't find them. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
It's just like $300.
So anyways, yeah, we weren't able to pick up some of the stuff that we wanted to pick up last day, but I mean, we were still able to get some stuff. These were some more
50-cent dollar bin.
dollar bin
Dollar,
finds.
y'all.
This one I picked up because it said that it had 3D glasses with it.
Do you want me to buy you a pair of 3D glasses?
It has it with it.
I'm saying.
I've got a bunch of comics that are 3D. I have a couple movies that are 3D too.
I know.
And one of them has several dirty scenes in it.
I'm sure it does.
It's
Does
kind of
the penis
funny.
come out at you?
No, it's a horror film, and they specifically were like, comes with 3D glasses. And I was like, all right, cool. And I watched it, and there's a scene where there's like it starts off, and there's a chick and a dude, and they're in the woods, and she's like on top of them, topless, and she's like grabbing herself and everything, and it's 3D. Anyways, these are some more dollar bin dives that I did.
That would be nice to just listen to you just talk and have a good time the night.
I was trying to get some different books. Now these I picked up. This one I just like the cover.
I mean, who doesn't? What's crazy is she got her start on playing this
giant center spread poster
of playing this white trash like ditzy bimbo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she ended up becoming the lady that was like the high society bitch.
Let's see if it still has the poster. You think it still has the poster in the middle?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
Oh my gosh, look at this artwork. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. Oh my gosh, it does. It does. What is it of, though?
It's her. It's probably that exact picture. It's that exact picture.
It is. It is. It is, but it's stapled.
Well, yeah. I remember when that show came out, it was like, oh, so scandalous.
Oh, I loved Married with Children. Anyway, so I saw that.
Me and my dad used to
I
watch
had to pick
that
it up.
show.
I don't know why they have a $7 again price tag on it, but that was $1. This was another one, Superman Red and Blue. So I had this, and this is actually priced out, another 3D, with this. And I had gotten this before, and I know it's at one point they were selling for like $20 or $30, and I was like, this actually says $30 on it, but I was like, for $1, and it's got both of them, and the glasses were loose, which mine are still nice inside of the thing. So I was like, that's my 3D glasses that I can use for the other ones.
Nick, you're so funny.
Louis massage. I haven't talked to Louis. I haven't talked to Louis about Louis. Louis doesn't know about the massage. That's the thing. He's bringing up
so much drama,
secret stuff
in that thing.
Anyways, shout out to Nick. Nick, by the way, thank you again for the AOK. We showed those books. Excuse me. So I picked that up. This was another dollar bin book that I had picked up.
That's a cool cover.
And then I got a bunch of these. This was. Oh yeah. Hold on.
Dr. Von Hoot.
Yeah, so I got a bunch of the Whatifs.
Because that's your jam.
Because I enjoy Whatifs. Like I enjoy team ups. And I didn't have any of these. And again, they were either $1 or 50 cents. And I was like, oh, we got to get them.
Thor beat his ass is what would happen.
That was a team up. That was another team up.
Mad Spidey in the house.
What's up? This one has no board, which is disappointing, but again, when you're talking about 50-cent books,
dollar, y'all.
There's not a whole lot that you can do with that. Also picked this little number up.
That's not the one, is it?
No.
Okay.
I also got this one, which is actually, again, for $1.
$1.
I was like, this is like a $20 book, bro. And I had it. I didn't look. This is how I gave it to him too. Top of the stack. Usually, if I find something that I'm like, hey, I recognize that book, even if it's like a $5 book, like most of the time you think you put that in the middle, I put it right on top. I was like, straight up, because I was like, these are from the dollar bins. And I think at the time they had them marked at 50 cents. So I got the whole stack. It was like $10.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, hell yeah.
That's where I got the Eternals too. The Gambit books.
And again, I don't know where they're getting their pricings from, but this says $37. But I did look it up. Like I said, I think it was most of the stuff online was like $20. I was like, 50-cent grab. Wow. So I was excited about that. Now I also got this. This is another dollar bin. Super excited about this read. I am super excited about this read. The Hiding Place.
It's a Christian book.
This shit I'm into.
It's just so random and weird. It's like you're just trying to like. It's a Christian book.
When I find stuff like this, Betsy, how can we go on turning the other cheek? We must, Carrie. We must show them love is stronger than hate. And it shows the two dudes walking up while she's digging in like a concentration camp.
We don't know that's
bro.
Great. We can have that like an appetizer with Logan's play.
That kind of shit there.
We'll be like, hey, you want to watch Logan's play? Here's a little taste of what's to come.
I get amped up to that. We did pick up a few slabs.
Which is crazy because we literally weren't buy anything.
Are we going to show the prints?
I think we should show them after that. Because who cares after that?
Okay. One of the slabs that I picked up was for Miss Angel.
Which I feel bad because you should have got the statue, not my slabs.
Let me take this thing off of it because that's not what I paid for it. This is Twig Preview Ashcan. The 9/8.
He looks like Grover. Is he there? Is he here? Is he up? Is he down?
And Angel was a huge fan of Twig. And the first time we went to Heroes, she had Scotty Young sign one of the Twig books.
He's cool.
He was selling a bunch of the Twig books.
I tell you what, though, his table, I've tried to go 2 years. We went the first year, and there was, like, nobody there. There's, like, 10 people there.
So, I've never seen this before, and the guy was like, oh, this is rare. And I looked it up, and I was like, oh, shit. This actually, for the price that he was looking for, I was like, this is a good grab.
That's so new.
But I've never seen, this is the thing, though. Twig had a few different variants that came out.
Yes.
I've never seen this one.
Had most of them. And then.
So this is the Afghan.
And knocked him on the floor.
Preview, and it's graded. I had to snag it. I had to snag it. Angel's like, if you want to. I was like, of course I want to.
I said, don't.
I was like, of course I want to.
I said, don't. And then I said, do whatever you want.
Oh, should we show the C3 book?
Yes. Of course
So we picked up a C3 art book.
Which, if you don't know what that is, are you living under a rock?
We had to get a C3 art book, of
course.
Let me take it out of the top loader. We had to pick up a C3 art book. Oh, the sticker's inside and it's backwards.
Who did that?
I don't know. Why is it like that?
Oh, well, the guy did it up.
Anyways, last year we had picked up multiples. And I want to say multiples of like each cover. And I was like, Angel, this year you pick the cover. Pick the cover that you want. And you picked the Lockwood, which they were out of the LeMays.
I was going to say they were out of the LeMays.
But I was excited for this.
I have an original LeMay.
I'm a Surfer fan. I'm a Galactus fan.
I'm a Foil fan.
Now, I'm going to give Mark some credit on this.
That was 100% Mark.
Mark said, listen, Lockwood's over the artist booth. Go find him. Have him sign it. And he said you can
ask him to remark.
Ask him for a remark. He probably won't know what that is. He's a new artist, but he's phenomenal. So we found the booth, went over to him. We're like, hey, wow, this is really great. It had a lot of cool stuff out there.
He didn't charge a sign.
A lot of cool stuff, yeah. And Angel said, do you mind signing this book? He's like, of course. Pulls it out. He signs it, which he signed it right by his name, which I thought was strange, but I saw he was doing that for other books. Not judging. I just thought it was strange. And Angel said, do you mind doing a remark?
I know, Austin.
Which his response was, what's a remark?
What is that?
And we were like, oh, man, this is amazing. And so we were like, it's usually just like a
quick sketch.
Whatever just comes to mind. Doesn't necessarily have to do with the book, but just something that kind of, makes this book unique from other ones, even though it's signed. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, let me see. And he sat down and just like, if you want, we'll leave it and then we'll just come back later. And so we left for a couple hours and came back, and it was so funny. He hands Angel the book and he's like, I was told this is a remark. And she's like, this is perfect. So now we got number 12 of 25.
I gotta go.
And this is the signature. And then this is the remark.
Which got a little bit blurry when he put it in, I think.
This is phenomenal.
It's so shiny, and then it just adds
something. I wanted to get this slabbed. I really wanted to get this slabbed. I don't know if I can send it in later because of the remark, if that's a problem. Or maybe next time I can have somebody
verify it.
Yeah, but I
think he would remember his first, right?
This is cool.
You should always remember.
It was so cool. Yeah, it was.
He's a really cool guy.
It was so cool.
Did he? He did Surfer on yours. That's cool.
That he did that.
And then of course
didn't charge it. Angel offered him money. Didn't charge Angel anything. He was a sweetheart, really cool guy. We ended up getting some art prints, because we were like, hey, we're going to support you. I mean, shoot, man, we're fans, and just really cool. It was really funny. He was joking because there was somebody there. He's like, oh, this is my assistant, and it was It was funny because the other guy he was like fumbling to find. He wasn't fumbling. He was it. You think he was fumbling to find it, but he was actually on point with like whenever he needed a marker or whatever, he was right there. But the interaction between the two is what was funny.
He seemed like it was his son. I don't know if that was. It seemed like a younger.
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. Now the prints that we had. I guess I can't show that print.
No.
We can't show any of the prints.
What about the Lockwood stuff? Where's the Lockwood stuff?
Yeah, but are we gonna?
Oh yeah, we can't show that.
Yeah, we can't show that.
Sorry.
All right.
You'll see that maybe in the future. Da-na-na.
Now,
was that his nephew? I felt like, or his trusty ward. I felt like it was a familial person.
Can you put these in the back in the here? Put them up there. But can you put them in the bags and boards?
You took them out?
You took them out because you were reading them.
Oh yeah.
Or here, let me see one. I'll put that back in. Here, let me see one.
Should we talk about that?
So I grabbed a Thor book. I'll be honest with you. I was looking for something big. I really wanted to get a Journey 85.
But you can find. You didn't find one, did you?
Not.
Was it that one that was like
there was a few that they were very proud of their books, and wasn't
there one that wasn't unslabbed and it was like $2,500?
I don't know, but
it was like, no sir.
There was a few books. I had considered getting. I wanted a first appearance of Loki. I was possibly looking for a first appearance of Juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Angel about a Giantsiz XMen. If we could have found that at the right price point, we were going to pick up a Giantsiz XMen.
Lockwood's officially sold out.
Nice.
What does DV mean?
That's for Dr. Von Mother F and
okay.
Hoot.
Oh.
So I was looking for a Journey 85. I thought that would be cool. Again, I was ready to pull the trigger.
Let's talk about it.
I was ready to pull the trigger on a Giantsiz XMen.
Yes.
If I could find the right one.
Well, some of the books were like so overpriced, and they were just not even like decent copies.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It was. It wasn't the year for what it wasn't our year to find those particular books.
I know, but $2,500 for an unslabbed book that's in bad condition, that's not even that big of a book.
I mean, it depends on what the book is.
It's not a Superman 1. It's not a Captain. It's not like a.
Anyway, so I had to pick up a Thor book. I snagged this one. Oh shoot! I wanted to take this off.
I got you. I
got it. Well, that didn't work.
Do you want me to do it?
Yep.
Thank you. It's been on there for years. I can't do it either. In my face. Yeah.
How long did they have that on there? All right, so we just need to get a new bag.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Taking it out the bag.
Taking it out the bag.
Bag it up.
Fucking boss like that. Anyway, so I had to pick up some Thor. This is a book I didn't have that I've wanted.
You've always wanted it. And if y'all saw my Instagram post.
Look, I'm just going to put this in here without a bag and board because I don't give a fuck.
It's a major key.
So is Thor 133. Picked this up. Not a super expensive book, but especially for a Thor fan, it's a must-have. I'm a big Ego fan as
You
well.
are, yes.
I do have the cameo first appearance. I have 132. This is 133. I never found it where I was like, oh yeah, I need to, this is the time. This one was super, super affordable. And
Hey, Anger.
I did get him to come down a bit on the price. And it's a good copy. I would like to get the slab.
Yeah.
I would like to get the slab. But yeah, so super excited about that because I had to again. I had to find something for the Thor collection, and since I couldn't get my Loki book, which ironically I was talking to DJ and he's like, "I'm looking for that book too," because then I was like, "Well, fuck." I feel like DJ was looking. He was looking for.
I feel like DJ
a much higher grade than what I was.
He's looking for like an 8.0.
I like sliding in with the low number, low grade book.
I don't care as long as the page is nice, the front page. If it's slabbed,
anyways,
who cares what the inside looks like? I'll die on that hill.
We picked up the.
I mean, it's gotta be out there.
Can we? You want to do the slab?
Yeah. You should hit that. You should hit that. Remember. You should hit that sound.
Now this is one too. So we almost picked one of these up last year.
We did.
It was a 2.5. We were able to find it this year in an 8.0. Snagged for a. We got this on a steal. 101. Super excited about that one. Not a crazy book.
I was so mad.
It was a must-have though for Angel, and she even was like, "No, let's not get it." I was like, "I'm getting it." I was like,
"No,
fuck it, no. I'll get it." I saw this one, and
it is excellent, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, we have the death of, we have Dark Phoenix, we've got a lot of the Phoenix keys. Mm-hmm. We still don't have the giant cover, but 101.
And I told him
was one that I was like, I told several people, I was like, if I can get a 101, that's what I'm gonna pick up. And so we were able to snag it.
I said, do not pick this up, it's fine. And then he was like,
I was just surprised because
you're like, I got it. And I
last year, very seriously, it was a 2.5 slab, and we were like,
it was like $120.
I know. I think it was 200. We were going to try to give him like 120 for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, if we can slide out of here with a 101 for $100, that's going to be a deal. We definitely spent more than that on this, but I didn't expect to find an 8.0, and it just like happenstance.
For an 8.0, we did really good.
It just, yeah. Now they had the 8.0, and then they had, I think, a 9.0, which was like another level.
Yeah.
And that I actually used my negotiating, because I was like, all right. I was kind of like, I'm not getting your 9.0, but what will you dunk off your freaking 8.0 101 for? And they hooked us up, and I was pretty excited for that.
It wasn't the lady with the green hair, was it?
Possibly a lady with green hair.
Yeah, she knew we were going to.
They had green hair.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
But anyway.
Oops, my bad.
So we snagged the 101. I was super excited about that.
Remember when you said you weren't going to pick up any big books?
Yeah, I mean, that's not a super huge book, though. I was looking to get a big book.
It is for me.
Hold on, but I'm serious. We looked at several Giantsiz XMen. I was ready. I wasn't ready for what I saw, because I was like, nah, I'm willing to wait.
Yeah.
But I was prepared to buy one.
Yeah.
I prepared Angel that if we found the right one, we would end up picking it up. So we were set up. I mean, I feel like a GSX1, that's a big book. A 101 is not necessarily a big book. But still, anyways, it is a good key, especially for an X-Men fan, and the fact that you're such a Phoenix fan too. It was kind of a must-have.
And then I talked, speaking of Phoenix and like X-Men, and I talked to one of the Gambits.
Oh yeah, the voice actor that was
Chris
there.
Potter. Apparently there was 3. More about that later.
Yeah. So those were some of the slabs that we picked up. Now we did get we got a piece of original art.
So they have an auction, which some of you know, and most of you know this story.
You can actually watch like 3 hours of the auction. There's a couple that have a YouTube channel. They stream literally the first 3 hours. They skipped the last hour, which is where you won your art piece. Now we went in. It's a lot of fun that you get some drinks. Shout out to Burke. He hooked us up with a cocktail ticket. We had a couple rum and cokes.
Couple of vodka from
Mr.
Nico.
And it's a lot of fun. Now
we skipped it last year because
the auction, we've gone every year. We skipped last year. The auction itself is a mix. Some are done by professional artists. Some are done by amateur artists. All of them are sold. They go to charity. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. Some of it is phenomenal artwork. Some of it I could just give 2 craps about.
Some of it looks like you're a 15-year-old.
I just don't care. Yeah, I was like, I don't care about this. There was one thing that Angel was like, I want that. And I was like,
knowing that, like, they had a Scotty Young piece, and Scotty Young always goes for like
10, 12, 15,000. Some of the artwork, they had a canvas print.
A print
that went for $2,000.
Like, no.
It was of an arm.
And then it
was an Akira arm. Nothing against the artist. I was surprised. They were like, this is a canvas print.
It would have been different if it was the original.
And they were like, it's of Akira's arm. And because I thought it was like a Wolverine arm. It looked like the metal was coming out. And they were like, let's start at $500. And nobody said anything. And they're like, all right, we'll start at $300. And then all of a sudden, in seconds, it was up to $2,000. And I was like, $2,000? And I mean, just people going nuts over this auction. And so Angel was like,
they had a Captain America that was amazing. That only went for like $1,300. Somebody got a steal on that.
Yeah, that cat was beautiful. So Angel was like, I like this one. I was like, I like this one. I was like, you should bid on this. She's like, I'll bid a couple $100. I said, you bid a couple $100, you're wasting your time. I said, if you're going to bid. Just fucking do it.
And all night I was like,
you don't need to spend, $5,000 on it, but if you're going to bid for it. You know what I mean? It's worth the money to do it if you're going to get it. And she'd thrown out a couple bids, low bids for other stuff, but we really wanted this piece.
And it was at this point it was 11, maybe 11:30.
I want to say the Scotty piece went at 11. This went closer to midnight.
And everybody,
because they were like, we want to wrap up. We want to wrap up by midnight. And once the Scotty piece went,
yeah, everybody was gone.
Yeah, I mean, 50-60% of the crowd left.
And I was like, at one point, I was like, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm probably not going to win it anyways. Let's just go. I'm tired. And then I'm like, no, I'm going to get it.
I told Angel, I was like, you might have a shot at this.
Because everybody was gone.
Because there was a couple of them that went off for low prices. A couple of them still went big. Like I said, that canvas print surprised the shit out of me. But there was a couple that went for low ticket price. And I was like, you might have a shot at this. So the piece comes up. They show it off. Instantly, Angel's the first bid up. Couple other bids go through. She bids again. 300.
There was like It was. It
350?
started at 250 because it was 250, 3.
350.
And I was like, I will not go higher than.
Angel said, I'm not going to bid more than $350. I said, Angel, it's ridiculous. At
You're
least
not-
be prepared to bid $600-700. Like if you're going to do it, thinking like you probably won't win, but do it. You know what I mean? If you're going to do it. 300, going once, going twice, sold. Then we hear commotion in the back. And the guy kind of got pissy with him. Was like, listen, if you're going to bid,
raise your paddle.
you need to make sure that you raise your paddle so we can see it. And it was like, sold. It goes to them. And Angel and I immediately got up and went and paid for the shit and walked out because I was like, I'm not trying to get in a fight. I don't want people to get pissed off at this. We actually won. I can't believe it.
Yay! I've never won anything at an auction before. Yay!
Yeah. So this was the piece. It's by Michael Watkins,
my new favorite artist,
who we did meet
the next day.
Yep. He has his own
Highborn Studios.
It's called Highburn Studios.
Sorry.
He's done work for Marvel, DC. We talked to him for about 40 minutes. Him
cool.
And Jeff Webb.
Cool. Him and Jeff Webb.
And they had a lot of stories about Chris Claremont, and he started texting one of the Gambit voice guys and showed the picture. And we started talking about the YouTube channel. He said he'd be interested in coming on, which was kind of cool.
We'll see.
You know, we really had a good experience.
And then he was like, oh my gosh, you picked up my piece. I'm so excited. Take a print.
Yeah, really had a good experience with
look at me cheesing, y'all. I was cheesing so hard.
That's him there. He's a giant.
That's right. That's right, Bert.
He's Tyler
yeah,
size.
That's the name. Remember it, Cher.
This is Angel after she won, cheesing it up. We were super excited about that.
Because I, in a million years, never thought I'd win one of those auctions. Or would even try for it. And usually I'm like, that's okay. Like, there's not too much art I would be like, I want that. But I saw this and I was like, I want that. Yeah, and this was... He said that this was a cover piece for Gambit XMen medals.
Yeah. Yeah, and so he was like, I'm so glad that you guys won that. And then he gave us the print. That's the print that he made out of it. He signed it.
Jeff.
Where did he sign it?
Right
right there. Yeah. So he signed. He was like, "You got to have the print." Gave us the print for free, which was cool. Angel talked to him about doing a commission for Rogue. He was definitely open to that. Yeah, very cool to talk to. Again, lots of cool stories. We did get a few books from Highburn. This is Tribulations #1. He described this as a Spider-Man story, but with a Superman type hero. And he's like, his wife dies in the first book. And we were like, oh, gosh.
It is.
Angel started to tear up while reading this.
And
then she was pissed because she thought we had issue 3.
4 or 3, yeah.
And we only have 1 and 2 because they only had 1 and 2. This is No More.
We missed you. It was not the same.
And he did this cover. And he did he signed these. He signed it here. Yeah, we got all these signed. Because again, at this point, he was so cool, and he gave us the print, and he spent the time, and I was like, we got to support the freaking artists. You know what I mean? Like,
so he's got a YouTube. He's got a channel.
Oh yeah,
And Instagram.
I mean, he's like, oh, you'll make sure to follow me on Instagram. I was like, bro, we're already there, and he kind of laughed about that. And they had a bunch of stories about the artist and all the fun stuff. You know, people talk about how they talk to artists and they get like the behind the scenes.
And we've never gotten that.
He definitely had some stories. He joked that his residuals from McDonald's or from Marvel were enough to get a McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDouble. He's like, every month I get a McDouble from McDonald's with my $1.80 that I get from Marvel. I just thought that was funny. But yeah, he had a lot to talk about the characters. He's doing a lot of stuff for Transformers. So for the Transformer fans, yeah, he had the stuff there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had the stuff there. Really cool guy though. Really cool guy. We're hoping to again
actually get him on the show.
Reach out to him and maybe get a commission set up for that Rogue piece. And it's definitely somebody that I feel like we're going to keep an eye out for.
Oh yeah.
And at future cons keep an eye out for, which is cool.
So him and Lockwood are probably my.
Oh, Lockwood. He was an awesome guy to hang out with.
Yeah. So I think I've never really had an artist. I think the closest to my artist would be Scott. I mean, there are people in the community that are like artwork, like Austin. You're awesome. He's everybody's artist. Like he's so cool. And
what
so.
The hell?
Oh, those are all the stickers the boys got.
Where'd they get this shit from? Sticker pack?
Yeah, they just went around and people gave them stickers.
My gosh. How many stickers did they get? Nerds. There's a giant pile in this bag. I think that's it.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good haul. We had a good time. Angel didn't get her French toast breakfast that she wanted.
Why would you bring that up?
We made sure that we went out to Mellow Mushroom. We've got at this point, 3 or 4 years in, we have a few traditions, I guess. We hit the diner up.
To be perfectly honest,
we hit up Mellow Mushroom. You know, like there's certain things that we have to do.
To be perfectly honest with you, I don't go because of the Comic-Con. I go to the people that are going to be at.
Well, yeah, that's half the fun. But I mean, hanging out with DJ and Miss Lynx and Leech's wife made it out.
I know that was
Pops always makes it out. Pops is, I mean, he's security. He's got to be. I love Pops. I mean,
who doesn't?
That's what I mean. I don't know anybody in the community is going to say anything about that. But it's so cool, you know, when everybody can come together.
It is the community's con,
and you know, really
next year, Louis, Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday, please.
Yeah, and Mr. White Shadow.
Come on, man.
Please.
I'll
start a GoFundMe. I'll do it again. I got Tyler out with the GoFundMe. I'll do it again. Because this is the thing about Chip. I just wanted to hang out with Chip again.
I know. Chip is amazing.
He's just a wonderful human being.
And I'm sorry I sent you weird messages.
I forgot about your weird messages.
That's what happened is I broke Chip. I'm sorry.
I don't think we've ever talked about that. Have we ever talked about that?
No, we're talking about it now.
So Angel, occasionally Angel and I will send a message to each other. Well, we're married.
It was nothing like that. It was nothing. There were nothing.
Oh, it wasn't risque?
No, it wasn't. But if it was, I'm sorry.
Angel sent something to me one time. She sent a couple posts to me on Instagram. And I was like,
there may be in your chat that you don't want everybody else
I was
to
like,
know.
Angel, I was like, you might want to check this chat out. I said, we're not the only ones in the chat. And it was a me, Angel, and Chip Geller. It was like the white shadow was in the chat. I was like, I don't think you, like I told her, I was like, I don't think you meant to send these. Now that you say it, I don't think it was anything bad. But I remember thinking, like, I need to tell you before you send something bad. Because there's somebody else in the chat. Now it's Chip. You know what I mean? I got no shame. Chip can see whatever he wants to see.
But yeah,
it's
so
funny because
if I made you uncomfortable, I apologize. Please come to
yeah.
Heron.
Yeah.
Please come next year.
You sent these out, and it just happened to be a chat that we had for the three of us at one point. So,
did the boys like the buffalo chicken pizza more or less than the regular pizza?
I ended up eating the buffalo chicken pizza.
Did they try it?
I don't think they tried the buffalo chicken. They're not into the buffalo chicken.
I'm sure that's what happened.
Now they tried the spicy one. I think Austin had one slice of that spicy thing. They could not do that.
Never, Chip. Never have you.
They could not do the spicy one. They ended up eating the cheese.
You said it was even spicy. A little bit.
It was pretty spicy.
But when you're not expecting it.
But they ended up eating that cheese.
I liked.
It was too much pizza. It was just too much pizza. But again, hey, you live, you learn. That next time, what we need to just figure it out where we get the appropriate amount of pies. The problem is everybody got pies. And
that was the funniest meal I think I've ever had. Mark was cracking me up.
Yeah, we had a good time at Mellow Mushroom. We had a good waitress. Austin LeMay was there. Burke was there, which was great. We had everybody from the Illuminati and all of their add-ons were there. It was just...
You mean spouses?
It was a good add-ons. You're my plus one. You'll always be my plus one.
Plus one's better than add-on. Yeah, I would like to add.
That was a good time. I was upset that we had to walk out there initially, but it was a good time.
I know, Mark.
Tyler's such a sweetheart too. He's like, dude, don't worry about it. I was like, nah, we're here now. And Nick was there, and I love you, Nick. I just want you to know that I love you. In case I didn't say that while we were at the con, we had a whole nother discussion about that.
Who?
You and I. Today. Because I was like, Nick is, I love him. I mean.
But not in a gay way.
Oh, I love you as much as one man should love another man. That's for you. Hey, Wink Inc. was the one that said that. He said, I love you.
Whatever.
As much as one man should love another man. And then he specifically said, that's for you. I recorded that during one of his live streams.
He was a nice guy.
Oh, Wink's amazing. Yeah. Wink's amazing. He's another guy I would like to see out there, but we've gotten to hang out with him, but not at the level of a Pocan Joe, a CJ, a Chip.
A Pocan Joe is a bit of extreme.
I mean, I might go see Pocan Joe this weekend. I might go hang out with Joe this weekend. He's been MIA.
It's kind of grand. No, Chip Gettler, you're the real one.
Anyways, so again, amazing time, good food, good friends, good hangouts. The breakfast was great. I know Mark, Legion of Comics, has been bragging on this breakfast. The breakfast is good. It's the experience of the breakfast that really makes it something special. It was something that year one I missed. Year two, I was privileged enough that several people actually had invited me to eat. This year, I just went down for breakfast.
I invited myself this year.
Yeah. We didn't steal as much stuff as we should have at breakfast. Apparently, that was a thing. Apparently, at breakfast, you're supposed to take all the drinks you can. I kept forgetting my bag. People apparently just grabbing bags full of stuff, taking from breakfast.
I mean, for $30, shoot. They want to charge $30. charge $30 for kids to eat breakfast.
Well, that's the thing for us. So if the four of us went for breakfast, you're a hundo in. You're gonna be 120 in for breakfast.
Oh, thanks, Christina.
That's a bit much. That's a bit much.
Yeah, especially when you don't have French toast. And that stuff that you have that's French toast, it's not the French toast.
So
I'll never have the French toast again.
Speaking of,
I don't even know what kind of French toast it was.
Speaking of Miss Christina, we were 2 doors down from Lady F.
Which, if we would have known that, maybe it's better that we didn't know that.
Maybe better that we didn't know that.
I might have gotten in trouble.
Shout out to Lady F and the crew that was over there.
Oh yeah.
I want to say Saturday. It was a Saturday.
Oh yeah, because we got
Saturday morning. We didn't hit the con till about 1:00. I went to Lady F's room.
It's in France. It's called toast.
We went to Lady F's room. Madam Blaster was there. Christina was there. E-Man made it there. Cliff made it there. And I got to tell you, Madam was getting ready. She was getting cosplay stuff ready. Christina she was running around at the time too.
Well, she was helping.
Getting stuff ready and helping.
I helped
and there was a moment, because I think you were trying to get into the room. And there was a moment where I was talking to Lady F, Cliff, and E-Man. And I remember thinking that this I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared for the group. And it was wonderful. And Cliff, by the way, how can you not love Cliff? I'm just saying. I don't know if anybody has ever imagined having beef with Cliff. I feel like that's a hard thing to do. But I mean, that I was super excited to meet Mr. Cliff. And at the same time, I went in for Slow Embrace. I'm just saying. For those of you who were there, I went in for the Slow Embrace.
As you always do.
He's a tall fella. He's an imposing fellow. But I made sure that I went in for the Slow Embrace. Just little on the back of the neck. I don't want to say it was a melt into his arms like the first time I met Nick. It was refreshing though. It was refreshing. I love me some Cliff. But the Cliff E-Man Lady F combo, didn't expect that. I never would have thought I'd be in that room. That was one that I didn't expect.
I would have stayed there all day.
And Lady F is she really is brilliant.
Yeah. She
really is brilliant. A whole nother level of brilliant. And I'll give her some credit with that. She was teaching me a few things and that was a lot of fun. So
what is it?
Shout out to
Diddle the stick.
Yeah. So we can leave that alone.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yep. But yeah, so shout out to them. I just can't believe they were 2 doors down. And the thing was, you said you ran into Madam Blaster and Lady F the first night. Then we didn't see them anymore.
Of course.
Oh, yes, Vogs was again, and we actually got to hang out, both be on the comm floor and at the dinner as well, which we had met Vogs last year, but very briefly.
Yes,
very briefly at the meetup. I don't think he stayed at the con a lot last year either, though, and that was something he had said he was going to do was. Stay.
Angel, Matt, and I got close in the bathroom. We did.
Angel did some cosplaying.
Oh, we don't need to show that. We don't need to show.
That was a lot of fun, and it was a first because it was the first time you went to a con. And you dressed up, and she went on stage. They had their little. They had what? How many people did they say? 70 people.
I have no six. It was.
It's like I think like twice a day or once a day.
It was.
They do a cosplay display, like show your fandom thing. And they walk the runway and
I thought you walked across like you.
No.
You like
they walk down the runway, they pose, everyone takes a picture, and then they have to walk back.
Next year, Freaky Louie, when you come, not if, when you come,
Freaky did it.
Me and you are gonna, but you can do it together, and we could do like a fight pose. I'm just saying, if you want to, nothing,
I don't know. Hey,
because you saw the X-Men thing.
I might, maybe I'll jump in there.
You could be Thor.
Maybe I'll jump in there. I don't. You
could be Thor.
I would rather not discuss
with your golden locks
what I may or may not do. But maybe I'll do.
If you do Thor, please.
Maybe I'll dress up next year. I might dress up next year. This has gone way too long.
Oh my gosh, Jeremy, stop talking.
I didn't mean for that much recap.
Sorry. It was an exciting time.
It was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good haul. We got a lot of stuff, and it was a lot of firsts that we were able to conquer this time around, which was a lot of fun. So again, shout out to everybody who made it, and for those of you who didn't make it, you were there in our hearts. Just want you to know that we will still press everybody for the next Heroes Con 2026.
Yes.
Every year it happens. Every year we press. It gets bigger and bigger.
And it's because of us.
It truly is, as many times as people will say it, it is the comic book con to go to for books.
Yeah.
It's the place to go to for books. There are, you're talking like an 80-20 ratio of comics versus everything else.
And then they had some really cool cosplays. Like, we have some really good, like that one guy that was there, he does the Star Wars. Like, one time he had the...
no, the cosplays, yeah.
There wasn't as many this year as there was last year. But they had that, and I don't know what he's from. I feel like I should know that big, like, black monster.
Oh, Roscoe had a video of that. It started moving and like talking to him and shit.
You know how Lou do.
Yeah. Yeah, Louis, that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
That was a pleasant surprise. I was so happy to see Louis there. Now, if we're going to talk about it before we leave, we could talk about the taste of betrayal.
No, we don't need to talk about that.
There was a bit of betrayal.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. I'm doing it for you, babe.
I don't want to put that out there though.
Well, now it sounds like I did something bad.
Yeah, no, we'll say. Well, yeah, nothing bad happened. Just the taste of betrayal. That's all. Anyways, thank you everybody for hanging out. Are we going to switch it back to the old time? Is this a better time slot?
I don't know. I feel like it is better for everybody, because then when you have your inventory every other Friday or whatever, you can
inventory tomorrow.
So see.
Yeah. Anyways, make sure to check out In the Mix tomorrow with the Illuminati. I believe that's tomorrow at 9. I know they're getting ready for a big thing over there, so that should be a lot of fun. But make sure to check that out. Yeah, is there anything else that we need to discuss? You've been catching up on your
Mark. Hush your mouth.
You've been catching up on your Superman
and Lois.
Yeah,
Lois and Superman.
She's digging that. I'm behind.
I just think it's a cool concept that you took. Oh, that's another thing. The Highburn Studios, the one, what is it, Tribulations? the character is a single dad. So like that brings into he's got a dog. I mean, and it is literally like, you know, that's so hard. I mean, you know, crazy.
Right. In the Mix season finale tomorrow night. Yeah, so make sure to check out In the Mix with the Illuminati tomorrow on DJ Link's channel at 9. I've got some more nerd stuff that I'm not prepared to discuss, but I do need to show you some stuff.
Ooh, show me some stuff, baby.
There's nothing weird about that. We appreciate everybody for coming out, though. Thank you, everybody.
What's that last comment? I got my Tyler Bootylicious. It looked like Bootylicious. Is that what it's?
What was it?
I don't know. It looked like Bootylicious.
Hold on.
Oh, I got my Tyler picture today.
There you go. But no, we again, we appreciate everybody for hanging out. Just to go over the con here. Again, shout out to everybody that was able to make it out there. A lot of fun per usual. Can't wait till next year. And
we might go to. I'm trying to see if we can go to GalaxyCon.
Yeah, we were talking about so that's coming up.
There's one in Greenville, and then there's one in Raleigh.
Yes, so Angel had talked to another cosplayer about GalaxyCon in North Carolina, and there's a couple of them coming up. I didn't know that GalaxyCon, apparently that's like several different areas.
Right.
It's like a traveling con. So you have Galaxy here, then Galaxy there, and they're I don't know if it's smaller or what. I don't know. We were told to check it out, so we might check it out. It's here in the state. I mean, both of those aren't too far away. You're talking a couple hours drive.
Yeah, we Greenville's like 3 hours.
Yeah,
2.5.
We could be there. Charlotte, for whatever reason, said it was an hour 40 away. It was an hour 20 coming back. I don't know if it was traffic. I don't know what that was.
It was probably.
Because I told everybody we were an hour and a half away. When we came home, it was an hour 20. But going out there, it kept saying we were an hour 40. So. Well, maybe we took a wrong turn or something. But anyways, again, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for hanging out. Make sure to hit like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. But I think you are. This show is pretty much just for the subscribers. Yeah. Anyways, I am going to play us out to something different. Again, thank you so much for being so active in the chat, for hanging out with us. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Closing time. Time to roll to Chili's and chow down with my fucking boys.
Here on the material
sat on your face.
Night, you cock slamming fools.
I do prefer the more sort of, I suppose you could call it intimate sort of